It's that time at Comics and Comics where we give an opinion about something. And if you've ever read a fanboy post on a message board anywhere, you will understand why we call this segment, But Let's Face It. Disney has purchased Marvel Entertainment for $4 billion.
Yeah.
What does this mean? How is this going to affect the common geekus erectus? And by that, no, I'm not referring to hentai fans. But what's going to happen? I mean, is Galactus going to threaten the homeworld of Tony and Tia from Escape to Witch Mountain? Are we going to have to watch High School Musical 9 and Ultimate Hannah Montana in order to follow the plotline of World War Hulk 2? Is it going to be retconned that Clarabelle Cow was actually a Skrull all along? Or are they going to thaw out Walt, inject him with the super soldier formula, and have him join the Avengers as the new Captain America? Time will tell. At this point, we don't know if the sky is falling or if it isn't. It's very important to note that Marvel has made plenty of bad artistic decisions without Disney, and that Disney has made plenty of sound ones despite being a huge corporation. But let's face it, fanboys don't need facts or sound reasoning in order to be pissed off, so I'm going to rant anyway. I don't like Disney as a company. Just because the descendants of Osamu Tezuka pussied out of suing them over The Lion King doesn't mean that the rest of us have to let them off the hook. Disney's stance in that debate was that they had never heard of Tezuka or Kimba the White Lion. If that's the case, then they need to get out of animation and leave the field to people who actually care about the history of the art form. What Disney does care about is monolithic branding and pleasing shareholders. And the thing is, when you absolutely need material that is a franchise grand slam so it can feed into theme parks, merchandising, and a TV channel, that's not the best place to start creatively. This purchase might be good for Disney, and it might turn out to be good for Marvel, but it is not good for art. I mean, if the forecasts show that the planned live-action movie of Thor isn't going to gross $400 million domestic, is it better off for everyone if Disney just pulls the plug on it now? I say thee nay. Everyone says that everything's going to stay the same and that nothing's going to change. I'll tell you what's going to change. Let's say some hotshot writer-artist creates, I don't know, like a new sidekick for Thor. And this character really takes off to the point where he warrants his own cartoon show. The deal that writer is going to get with the animation staff at Disney is not only going to be worse than if they could shop it around, it is going to royally suck. Because Disney's lawyers and accountants are worse than the Ferengi. And their development team is excellent at making sure that their product is inferior to that on Nickelodeon, Fox Kids, Warner Brothers, and Cartoon Network. Let's say that this purchase took place in the 80s. Maybe Marvel wouldn't have let a bi-monthly comic with slow sales called Daredevil continue. And more likely, they wouldn't have let some kid named Frank Miller take it over. And when artistic risks like that aren't taken because they don't pencil out, the world suffers. Disney has become like the computer simulation that Wilford Brimley set up in The Thing. Imitating and assimilating everything in its path. And I just don't want Disney to turn Marvel Comics into a sled dog with tentacles shooting out of it and 9 sets of teeth. Although if they want to include that monster in any one of their movies, I'm on board, especially if Miley Cyrus is in it. Dear Disney executives, in the words of the Yosemite Sam mudflap, back off. There are more of us with Whom membership cards in our wallets than you realize. And I know you love to buy everything up, but this isn't Baby Einsteins. This isn't the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This isn't Miramax. This isn't Pixar. This is Marvel friggin' Comics. And if you mess this up, let's face it, it's clobbering time. That's it.